Hey there, my friends, how are you? Welcome to another video full of information, where we'll talk about the improvements we've seen in Ferrari's car, problems in its wind tunnel, and what the Italian team has done to solve everything and make a leap in performance in the last few races. But before anything else, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any details of this end of the Formula One season. And if you like complete and straight-to-the-point videos like this one, leave a like to support our work. Correlation. This word has been mentioned a lot since the introduction of ground effect cars, and lately, it has been the big differentiator between some teams that have made a leap in performance, such as Ferrari, McLaren, and Mercedes, and also others that have fallen in performance, such as Red Bull, for example. Correlation is nothing more than the data they capture in the wind tunnels and simulators matching what they see on the track, which allows them to make updates and better understand how the cars work. At Ferrari, several correlation problems arose at the beginning of this season, since everything they saw in the wind tunnels did not match the reality of the car on the track, and so the updates that were brought to the car were not on the right track, generating several problems such as those that arose from the update brought in at the Spanish GP, where the car started to bounce again and left the fight for victories for a while. Because of this, the team took a step back in the races in Austria and England, reanalyzing their data and bringing in a new floor in Hungary, paving the way for the Italian GP when more of these improvements reached the car, and the problems were completely resolved. With these improvements, the car really took a leap in performance, with Leclerc winning the Italian GP, and in Azerbaijan finishing second, with the result in Singapore not being the best thanks to the mistakes made by the drivers themselves that weekend. This increase in performance shows that the team has solved the correlation problem they had, with engineering chief Jock Clear talking a little last weekend about the steps the team has taken and whether the future is now brighter for Ferrari. In parts of a brief interview, Clear stated that even though the car has improved in recent races, each new update remains a little unpredictable. But the good news is that they discovered where some problems were in the tests they did in the wind tunnels, which meant that what they saw there was not exactly what happened on the track. After this discovery, he states that they took steps to solve it and gradually got back on track, losing a few months of development due to this, but now everything is going as expected in the latest updates brought. Even so, Clear makes it clear that situations like this can happen again. So they need to be careful before bringing in a new update, since these things simply appear out of nowhere and end up greatly harming the development of the car. Going into more detail about the problem they had, he says that in the wind tunnel the ground is flat and completely smooth, but in real life, cars go over curbs, potholes, and imperfections in the asphalt. So, it is precisely the effect of these movements that the wind tunnel cannot predict, since even though they are able to move the car during testing, it is still not 100% the same as in real life on the track. Finally, Clear says that a difference of just 5 millimeters in the height of the car can be the difference between an excellent car and a completely unbalanced car. So, keeping everything working as it should in all types of situations is not the easiest thing to do with these ground effect cars, and Ferrari is confident that they will soon have more news to try to improve this car again in the final stretch of the season. Well, tell me in the comments, are you confident that Ferrari will get back on track? Or will it be difficult to catch up with McLaren, Mercedes, and Red Bull this season?